Welcome to Black is Magazine, a magazine fit for all where we are reaching the masses and embracing inclusion and diversity. Entertainment, small businesses, minority and women, mom and pop shops, and more. We offer a safe platform for individuals to interview and share their journeys. We also offer advertising slots at the very lowest prices to get your business recognized across the U.S. and abroad. Visit us www.blackismagazine.com. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Black is Magazine. I am your host, Dimbalette Sunshine, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys again. If you're new here to my YouTube page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell for all so that you can get post notifications like these and others. So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm happy to be here. It's been a minute since I dropped a video, so I thought I better stop by and encourage a few people tonight. And so my topic is empowerment. And what does that really mean when we talk about empowerment? Um, and, you know, my whole journey has always been to empower people, to encourage them to be their best selves, to not, be down on themselves so much. And let me tell you why. The reason is because when I was really young, I was really down on myself, and I really badgered myself bad. Um, and so I had low self esteem, and the way I took it out on people is I was kind of mean, and then when you're young, kids are really mean too. And so there were a few people that were really mean to me, but my father taught me how to fight back. And so even though I had low self esteem, I still, when people picked on me, that was the reason for me just to let go of that anger and to fight back. And so I just, but as I grew and as I mature, and especially because I've always been brought up in the church. And, and so as I grew and as I matured, but as I really honed in and tapped into my higher power, which is the Lord Jesus Christ for me, I learned how to channel that anger and channel that low self-esteem and all those negative things I was feeling. I learned how to channel it a different way, and I became much happier. The fact of the matter is that you have to accept reality, right? And the reality is that this is who God created me to be. I can't change how I look. Like, oh, you can do some cosmetic things or whatever, but I don't choose to do that. But I can't change who God created me to be. And so I might as well be happy about that. I might as well be thankful that I'm even here and do something different, do something about it. Because really, the fact of the matter is that what's on the inside of you will come out. And that's who really you become, right? So if you have love in your heart and you're honest and you're genuine and you're pure and you love God and you're a child of God and all these good things, then good qualities begin to show in you. And that's what people see on the outside. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, have this beautiful skin, this pretty hair, beautiful eyes, and all those things. But if your heart is not pure, if your inside is ugly, then none of that matters. And that's what I had to grasp a hold to, that God created me for who I am. This is what He intended for my life, and I'm going to accept that. Women helping others with the gifts that they have. Contact Crystal Ifakoya, the founder and creator of WOW. Why not? And so the moment that I accepted that and the moment that I grasped a hold of that, I became such a happy person. And I've had to apologize to a few people, in my life for being so mean and being so rude. But people never know what you're going through. So there's not a but to that. But, I'm just saying that I had to apologize because I didn't want to be that person anymore. Now, granted, people might try to push your buttons and get you to that person that you were before, but you have to have the love of God and you have to be genuine. You have to be strong in your faith to say, oh no, you're not going to push me into being that person that I used to be. But we have to also realize that who we surround ourselves with what we put in our minds each day, what we read, what we talk about, what we do every day is really who we become. I believe that. I also believe that the tongue is a powerful thing. And that if we're speaking down on ourselves and we're being negative and we're saying those things that, what we think we see or feel that are not so good, then it actually comes into fruition, right? So when we talk about empowerment, we talk about having that authority to do and be who you want to be, right? Empowerment is just that. It's the authority, or the power given to do something, right? That's what empowerment is. And it was a while back, about a year ago, someone said, do you really know, you say that you are for empowering others, do you really know what that means? And it's just putting into them the the mindset that they have the power to do and be anything that they want to be, just like I can, just like I can. And I could have continued to dwell in that negativity, dwell in that low self-esteem, and dwell in that anger and being mean. I could have chose to do that, and I could continue to speak that. But that's not a life. That's not a good life to live. Like, I'm free, I live free of all that, and I'm empowered to be and to do anything that I set my mind to do. Now, some things that we set our minds to do, we have this high expectation, like we want to just go from here to here and expect for it to be done, or expect for us to reach that goal just immediately. But what I've also learned is patience, that it might not happen overnight. It might not happen in a week. It might not happen in a month. It might not happen this year. But if I stay committed, if I stay focused, and I keep praying and never lose my focus on God first and let Him guide me, things will come together. Things will come together. People give their testimonies all day long about how they just stay committed to their higher power and stay praying, stay prayerful. And when they did that, things came together. And sometimes things do not come together how we see or how we plan them, but they come together and it's even bigger and better than what you thought it was. So I'm saying I come to empower anyone that's feeling like they can't do that thing that they want to do, that they can't be that person that they want to be, that they can't accomplish those goals that they want to accomplish. I would challenge you to stop speaking those things and stop having the mindset that you can't, and turn that all around and say, I can do these things because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And we got to be careful about using those scriptures, because we say those things, but do we really believe it? So you got to really believe. You have to really have faith in your higher power. You have to stay praying and allow God to guide you. And then you have to say, I can do this thing. I can conquer this. No matter what the storm may bring, no matter what this journey might bring on my way to that thing, that I can overcome and I can get to where I'm trying to go. But I got to stay focused on my higher power. I got to speak positive, right? I got to keep a positive mindset always. And I got to be mindful of the people that I surround myself with. Now, you guys, this might be a little touchy, but I'm sure you've heard it so many times over and over, that even family, if it's family that's boggling you down, that's holding you down, that's keeping you in a place where you can't move forward, where you can't move to the next level, then you've got to love that family member from a distance, at a distance. And it will benefit both of y'all to do that, right? You can't allow for people to hold you down. It don't matter who it is. You can't allow for people to change who you are and change your mindset. You were all motivated about this thing in the beginning. You had great expectations, you had goals, you had a plan, and the negative stuff started trickling in. And you just kept letting it come in and letting it come in and not binding it. And so then you find yourself in a place where you're just like, I can't do it. It ain't gonna happen for me. It should have been happened for me, and all these negative things. If you can take anything from me, it's a journey out here when you're trying to reach a certain status, a certain level in your life, and you're trying to do things for the good, and you're trying to be on a positive streak. Satan will find little cracks and little crannies to try to come in. He will send people to cross your path to get in your circle to break that focus, and then you find yourself back at square one.
Wow, women helping other women learn, grow, and empower. Learn new things, grow from what you learn, empower others to do the same.
You cannot allow for people to do that. So I come to empower you, to give you the empowerment, which is the authority over your life and yourself to serve your God, whoever, whatever that looks like. As I said, Lord Jesus Christ for me, but whoever your higher power is, the authority to pray every day and night, to keep a positive attitude, and to turn that I can't into I can, I am, I will. It was going to happen. It will happen. Nothing can stop me. No storm, no situation, no person, nothing will stop me. No financial burden, nothing will stop me. If I want it, if I want it, I'm going to get it. And it may take me till this time next year. It may take me 3 days from now. But whatever God says and whatever He has for you, what He has for me is for me. What He has for you is for you. And it's all in His timing. And just be aware that it might not be even what you pictured it to be. It may not, it may be furthest thing from what you thought it would be, but it would be the best. It will be the best if you allow God to do that. So go ahead, girl. Go ahead, young man. Get your empowerment. Get your mind set straight. Be focused on the things that you want in life and go for it. Spread your wings and fly. Because the only person that's standing in the way is you and anyone that you allow to come in your space and knock you off your rocker. You got to be strong. You got to have the backbone. You got to have the mindset. You got to have the right support. And you got to be talking to your Lord and say, you got to be talking to your higher power, whoever that is. I don't know who you serve, but you got to be praying, and you got to have faith. You got to believe that thing. I'm telling you, if you have to sit and talk to yourself where you truly believe in this. I'm going to tell you one story and then I'm going to get out of here. There was, I was in a situation and I didn't see, and I needed the situation to change, right? But I didn't see how it was going to change because the timing was way off. I thought the timing was way off. So so I was like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to make this happen? Because again, the timing was way off, but I needed out of that situation. So what I did is I started praying about it. I went into my prayer closet and I prayed without ceasing. And along with that prayer, I wrote down what I wanted to happen. And I found a scripture in the Bible and I just put it in that Bible and I prayed over it every day. This is literal, you guys, literally prayed over it every day. But I prayed and I said it so much that it was going to happen. I started believing that it was going to happen. How? I don't know, but I had to let God take care of that part because I knew that it was out of my control. But I was empowered to pray, to believe, to stay focused, and to claim it. Y'all, this is not a lie. It's not a lie, but timing. So my timing was off, but God saw something different. And within a matter of, it was like a few months, the whole thing shifted. The whole thing shifted and things started laying in order, just how it was going to happen. And that thing, I conquered it. I accomplished that thing because I believed in God and I had a crazy faith in him that he could do it, because he can do anything except for fail. And if it was his will for that thing to happen, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. And whatever was going to happen, it wasn't going to be it wasn't going to be my way. It wasn't going to be my way. It was going to be purely his way, his will. So take a stand and be empowered to be the best person that you can be. And check your circle. Check your circle. Not be mean, not being mean, but check your people. Who you surrounding yourself with. Are they motivated, like-minded people that encourage you and speak positivity in your situation? Or are they the people that are hindering you, that are making you believe that you can't be all that you can be? Think about that. Think about that. And then go for it. Go for it. You know what? Everybody don't want to be a business owner, an entrepreneur. Everybody don't want to grow their business. Everybody is not on that page. So it's not just about business and being an entrepreneur, but it's about anything. If you want to go back to school and get your master's degree, your doctorate degree, or you just want to go to school because you never went to get a degree, be empowered to do that thing and believe that you can do it. And you will be so proud of yourself and you'll be on cloud nine. Another story before I go. So I went to college right out of school. I went to junior college. And I messed that all up. I messed that all up. I wasn't really ready to be going to college, right? So I messed it all up when I was in college. But I had always promised my father, I'll go back, I'll go back. And my father told me, he said, you know what? He supported me, but he said, a lot of people, when they go to school and they quit, then they say, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go back. And they'll look up and years have passed and they never went back to get their degree. And I said, watch, I'm going to go back. I don't know when, but when I got out of school, that when I quit, right out of school, I went to college, I quit. I went and got into some crazy mess. And after I had gotten through that, God came back and showed back up in my life. I accepted him back in my life and did a whole 360 in my life. I went back to college and got 3 degrees with children. So when I got my first 2 degrees, I had a son. And then I got to get my 3rd degree, I had my son and my baby girl. And with God's strength, through God and the power of God and the support system I had with my mother and father who supported me in all of that, I did it. But it didn't look like I was going to do it because I wasn't surrounding myself with the people that was wanting to do that kind of stuff. They was on a whole nother level and I got on a boat with them, right? But I got knocked off that boat and God had something for me. And so then I got it. So don't let it take something like that to make you get it. Let it be these encouraging videos and this empowerment and this authority to be all that you can be. Let that be the reason that you want to be your best self and go for it. I just tell my story and my situations to help others to not have to go through that and hope they hear me, because it wasn't fun. I thought it was fun. I thought I was doing it. I thought I was living the life, when all I was doing is self-destructing the entire time. Self-destructing. It was before I had children, but I was self-destructing. And God said, I did not create you and give you this temple to do the things that you're doing. You are way out of character. That is not who you are, and that is not what you've been taught. And so I got to sit you over here for a minute. And he did. Don't let that be what happens to you in order for you to get it, for the light to turn on. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I wasn't even supposed to be here that long. That's all I wanted to do. Be empowered to do the things that you want to do that is for the greater good of you, that makes you better, that makes you more successful, that affects your children in a way that they're successful. Be positive, think positive, and say that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So I'm going to get out of here now, you guys. Respect yourself, respect others, I'll see you soon.